Hi guys, welcome to Sydney Safari. If you are new to channel, please subscribe. In this channel, we are going to discuss about repeat sentence timer trick and other tips. And if you are looking for other modules, tricks and tips, please check the description. We also have one single video with all tricks, tips and templates with examples. You can check in description. Let's start repeat sentence. Thanks. Out of 10 to 12, around 2 to 4 repeat sentences will be lengthy. Rest you can easily repeat without writing. It means like you have around 10 questions and only 2 to 3 will be lengthy, and rest it will be something you can easily repeat it without writing. And the second thing about repeat sentence is confidence. Do not lose your confidence, because sometimes what happens, the first sentence itself is lengthy in your paper and you lose your confidence and you don't perform well in rest of the repeat sentences. Always remember, if you mess up 2 or 3 repeat sentences, still you can get 79 plus in speaking and listening. Let's talk about scoring. So as per the PTE guidelines, it is clear like repeat sentence is scored for content, oral fluency and pronunciation. So oral fluency and pronunciation comes in a speaking score, and anyway that is clear, right? You have to make sure you are fluent enough and you are pronouncing correct word. Let's talk about content. So content, it is clear like if you are able to repeat all complete words 100%, then 3 marks, and if you able to repeat 50% in a correct sequence, then 2 out of 3, and less than 50% means 1. So remember that you should not always try to think to cover all 100% of the words, because some question will be lengthy and there 50% are enough. In practically no one can repeat each and every word of each sentence. So prepare your mind. There will be some questions where you have to repeat 50% because of its length, and that's a common, don't worry. Now there is one more thing, if you can check the timer. So if you know in PTE, and you can also check in mock tests if you have given PTE mock test. So there is a different timers. So if you see the timer here, the beginning in, so there will be a different timing, 3 to 4 seconds and 5 to 6 seconds. If it is a 3 to 4 second, means repeat sentence is going to be shorter. If it is 5 to 6 seconds, means repeat sentence is going to be longer. So if you can catch it, then you can start writing it the same time properly, so that at least 50% you can repeat without fail. But I know it is a little tricky because that time we don't have enough time to really think. We just keep checking in a system and just listening and just start repeating it. But if you can catch it, because there will be difference. I saw the difference, so I'm just telling you can also catch the difference if you can. Let's see some example in mock test A. You can see the difference: 6 second, 5 second and 4 second, and the length of the repeat sentence.
It is quite clear that rising prosperity does not make people feel more content.
This course will examine some of the profound ethical dilemmas.
Essays should be typed with double spacing on white paper.
The medical centre is located near the supermarket on North Street.
Mismatch between the intended and reported uses of the instrument becomes clear.
A periodical is a publication that is issued regularly.
Now come to the tricks. So the first thing is focus more on the first of the sentence, so that you can maintain the sequence and can repeat 50% of the word. Because sequence is because as per the guideline, sequence, it should be in sequence. So if you cover the first 50% also, you are good. You will still get 2 out of 3, and that is good. Good score. Maintain fluency, and if you forget something in between, then add any sentence to complete your sentence to maintain fluency. You can add anything after first half if you forget something in between, because for content you should not lose the marks of fluency and pronunciation. So you should get that. Of course, you will not get marks for content, but at least you can maintain that fluency and pronunciation marks. So that and for repeat sentences, if you hesitate, then you are not going to get good marks. So be prepared to be fluent, and if you don't know anything, just add up something to complete your sentence. Don't stuck in between, and don't take long pauses. It should be in flow. As soon as audio finishes, start speaking in 1 second. When recording starts, do not wait for longer. Do not take time to repeat it. Otherwise, it will take that time gap as a pause, and maybe your microphone will disconnect. So better, as soon as recording starts, within 1 second, start repeating it. And don't forget to press next as soon as you are done with the repeating. Notes tips are common, as you must have known everyone says the same thing, write initials or short form. So I would suggest you have a habit of just writing it without looking at your notepad. Keep writing it. And practice tip is very important. I followed it, so maybe can help you also. So read aloud, practice repeat sentences at least 2-3 times before starting actual repeating practice. It means whatever material you are following for repeating practice, so just repeat or read aloud those repeat sentences 2-3 times before starting actual repeating practice after listening. So it will give you more confidence when you start practicing, and when you start practicing actual questions or practice questions. Again, same point, do not lose your confidence if you mess up 2 or 3 repeat sentences. Even if you are able to repeat 50% of it, you are still good, and you can still reach 79 plus. Let's see one example, and we'll see if we forget something in between, then how we can make sure the fluency is maintained. The field training will start soon, so pack everything before the deadline. So correct answer is, if you see the first one, the field training will start soon, so pack everything before the deadline. So that is the original one, and you will get perfect 3 out of 3. Even if you miss the or something, still you will get full marks. But if you are not able to you are not able to remember the second part, you can do like this. The field training will start soon, so I am happy today. One more. So let's one more example, like the field training will start soon before the deadline. So still you will get 2 out of 3. Because you have covered at least 50% of the content. And the worst case, still you can get 1 mark, like the field training before the deadline, I am happy today. So the good thing is I maintained the fluency and also repeated at least 50% of the word. So you can get 2 out of 3. And most of the time only 2-3 will be lengthy, and rest will be shorter. So don't worry, don't panic. You can nail it if you have practiced it. Again, practicing, just read aloud. Just do the read aloud of previous repeat sentences 2-3 times before starting the actual practicing repeat sentences. It will give you more confidence when you start practicing it. That's all for now. If you like the video, please subscribe.